Hey guys, this is part 2 of our Q&A video. We ran out of space with just one video, so we broke it into 2. And this is part 2, so if you want to see part 1, it would be right there. So thank you so much and hope you enjoy the video.
Well, this is the moment that you guys have all been waiting for, the SixBlindKids, and we are ready to answer your questions. Oh, this is hysterical. Okay, Cheyenne, you're a funny girl. Okay, Cheyenne, this funny girl assumes that we will adopt again once these kids leave the nest.
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
Well, there's 2 parts to that. First of all, most of the kids will not be leaving the nest. You know, David will. We're gonna kick him out eventually.
No!
So I don't know what Hanna and Bethany might do as far as living arrangements, but okay, pay attention to this. As far as adopting any more children, it would be quite irresponsible for 2 61-year-old parents to consider that. Now, no. And I think we're all in agreement on that. Now, that said, you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what needs are going to arise or how we might be called to help temporarily in a situation. You never know. But no, we're not going to make any more permanent additions to our family. There is a video that we did for National Adoption Awareness Month, and we'll put the link in the video, and you guys can go take a look at that. And it explains, we had a situation while Joe was out of work. For about 2.5 years, we had a girl living with us. First, it was a respite situation, and she stayed for a long time, and so I guess you could say that she became a foster child to us, and we tried everything we could to adopt her, and actually we were not approved to adopt her because of the employment situation. And so that was a devastating blow for our family. The happy news is that she has found her forever family with some friends of ours, and she's doing very well. They're one big happy family, and
we love her dearly.
And we love her dearly, and we always will. But that just turned out the way it was supposed to. But that was a very very difficult thing for our family to go through, and I think we've kind of had enough, really, of that. And so I think that we're going to focus on these 6 kids and our grown boys. We do have 2 grown boys, by the way. Joel is our birth child. He's 31. And Brian is Joe's son from a previous marriage. He's 37, married, and he has a son. They live on the other coast, and we don't see them. We don't really see them at all anymore. But Joel is nearby, and he's involved in the family. So.
Okay, so with all these kids now, they've all achieved adulthood except for Obed, and they're all transitioning into an adult life. And so their peers are adults, and they have the aspirations of adults. Like, you want to go out and get a job, you want to be productive in society, and you want to have friends. Hanna has a work location, and she enjoys going to events with her friends. And David's in college. And the next thing we are working on for all these kids as they transition out of the public school system is to transition into some kind of workplace and work environment so that they can be productive, employed citizens, because 80% of disabled individuals, including blind people, are unemployed. So it's really important that our kids get the job training, and other adults in the community get the job training and the employment opportunities that can help them contribute to society.
So I guess your point is that with that family dynamic, we're not in the stage of life to be adding to our family anymore.
Correct, and
except maybe a dog. Maybe we'll get a dog.
Maybe a dog. That's something we're considering.
This question is from Abby.
What?
Abby, your namesake, is asking this question. Say hi, Abby.
Hi.
Say hi, Abby.
Oh, hi, Mom.
No. Abby, the girl asking the question, her name is Abby. Say hi, Abby.
Oh, hi, Abby.
That's nice. There you go.
Aw.
Okay, so guys, like
Yeah.
one of these days, you know, when you start to want to think about getting married, do you think, well, that was a kind of a underwhelming response right there, but do you think that you would rather marry a blind person or a sighted person?
Probably a blind person for me.
Why do you say that, Hannah?
Because, he and I could really, get along without disagreeing on everything.
Okay.
And, well, we would have something in common, like we both cannot see, and we can both take Metro Access.
All right, well, that's interesting. So Hannah votes for marrying a blind person.
Yeah.
David, have you given this any thought?
Whoever will take me.
Well, that's a really profound and a very, very good answer because,
I mean, honestly, it was more of a humorous one, but yeah.
I mean, sometimes it comes down to that, though. Isn't that right?
It is. It is. How about this one?
How about you, Bethany? Have you given this any thought?
I would probably want to marry a sighted person.
Okay, well, tell us why.
Because that person could help me do stuff if I need it.
Okay. But you know what, you guys, whether the person that you meet and marry is blind or sighted, the most important thing is that you love them. Right?
Pragmatically speaking, there's upsides to and downsides to both. So I mean, I think it's more about okay. So for obviously what Hannah was saying, a blind person, you guys would be able to kind of relate on that level. Now, obviously, I think there are more important things than just that. But obviously, that's a big factor. Like, I'm not gonna say it's not because it is.
Yeah. The
The
practical side
practical
of things.
side, yeah. You're not gonna have, but I mean, a sighted person is gonna have to, it's gonna take more learning time, like especially during the initial stages of like a relationship. I mean, so, and like when you're taking care of children, I'd like to, I don't know. I don't know many blind couples with children, so, but,
That's interesting.
yeah, when you're taking care of children, it can be kind of interesting.
Well, you have reasons for saying that. Maybe we'll get into that in another video, huh, David?
Yeah.
Yeah, not that can't be done, because it certainly
Oh
can.
no, it can. I know people who probably. I mean, I know a blind guy who's raising blind triplets. So
Correct.
yeah,
He's
Yeah.
doing a terrific job.
And he's doing a great job, yeah.
Great.
Okay, Hannah.
Ah.
The Thornberry, our subscriber, the Thornberry, assumes that you think everything is funny.
Yeah.
Really? Everything?
Well, except for sarcasm. But, things that are
Totally irony.
comedy related.
Which is just about everything.
Yeah, like
your world.
people's sneezes. I started it.
Hannah, do you ever get upset?
Well,
Come on now, this shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be too hard at all, should it, David?
well, when things, when my routine is getting messed with, I overreact.
Yeah. But most of the time, you're very happy and laughing, right, Hannah?
Yeah.
Most of the time, right, David?
Yep, most of the time.
Most of
She
the
has
time.
her moments.
She has her moments, doesn't she, Bethany?
Yep.
That's a part of the Asperger syndrome.
Okay, so Chana, who is from Israel, would like to know how Jesse knows Hatikvah. Hannah, do you know how Jesse learned Hatikvah? It was when you were practicing the song
Oh yeah.
for your high school talent show.
Wasn't it called Senior Solo Night?
Senior solo night, okay.
I remember.
Linked above. You want to point to the link in the video?
Yeah, point to the.
You do it.
Lift
Put
up
your
left
finger
arm,
up in the
left
air.
Arm, left
Oh.
hand.
Never mind.
Yeah, that'll work. Somewhere up there.
Well, I don't
So,
want to show the middle finger.
Well,
Show the pointer finger, Hannah.
yeah.
Okay.
Do pointer. There you go, right
Oh,
there.
there you go. So
There you
linked
go.
above, that video linked above, when you were, learning that song for senior solo night,
Yeah.
Jessie learned it with you. And that's how she knows Hatikvah.
Yeah, she does.
So I have been to Israel on 5 different occasions, and I love it very much. And I love the history of the place, and I think it's pretty neat. And I like to study about it.
So he
So,
brought home some music.
I
right?
did bring home
There you
some
go.
music.
And he taught us Hebrew.
A little bit of
Taught us A
Hebrew.
little bit of Hebrew.
Only a little.
So that's how Jessie learned Hatikvah.
Yep, there you go.
Kayla wants to know if we will post more footage from when the kids were little.
Surprisingly, we don't have a lot of footage from when they were young, for a number of different reasons.
We are finding some though.
We are finding some, and as we find them, we're taking them and getting those digitally remade.
How did you and Joe first meet, and do you ever go out for a date alone?
Karen and I met on a blind date.
Yes, we did.
We had. Is that funny, Bethany?
Yeah.
Yeah, blind. You know what a blind date is?
Oh, is that when? So.
Any date you go on would be a blind date. But when sighted people go on a blind date, what is it? You don't know. So anyway, we had Karen and I both had mutual friends who knew each of us separately, and set us up on they quote both they owed us both a dinner, so they invited us over to their
They didn't
home.
really. They were just trying to get
They were
rid of
trying
us.
to get- I
Because we
know.
were pain in the butt singles,
Yeah.
and they were trying to get us married off, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, and they had a pretty good track record of getting people met up and
So a
date.
blind
So,
date
do we-
through mutual friends.
through mutual friends, right?
Okay.
And do we ever go out on dates now? And the answer to that is no. Although we'd like to, we used to have a standing date night.
It's actually been about 5 years.
Yeah, 5 or 6 years, because once the employment stopped, then we had a babysitter that would come on Monday afternoons, and
And what did we call that?
we called it Mommy Mondays. When Mommy got a break in the afternoon, and then Dad could get off at work.
She actually came all day.
She did, and then she would stay with the kids. We'd get them off the buses and feed them dinner, and then Mom and Dad could go out and do the things we needed to do, and go out to dinner and have a Mommy Monday quite routinely. We did it every week. It was really
But
good.
it's been a while, and
It's been a while. It
what
was
we've
very
been doing
expensive,
lately, every once in a while. Oh yes, it was very
Very
expensive. But when it was very important, I thought, and it was a great break. But basically, when we do get out now, it's just the occasional lunch in the middle of the
Right.
day.
Right, because I can meet Mom
That's
with
it.
the kids at school. I can take a lunch break from work, and we can go out and have a lunch together, and we do that. We do that a couple times a month, probably.
This is from Hanna. She wants to know, what is the toughest or scariest thing we have ever been through as a family?
Toughest or scariest thing.
Obed doesn't know. Or he says he does know. What is it, Obed? He's trying to answer the question over there. We've got the tough and scary part down. I think it goes back to the same thing we've been talking about, is the very long period of unemployment.
That was the toughest thing.
So, David, you had an answer to that? The toughest
I'd say
thing
the
we've
toughest thing we've ever been through is the power outage that lasted like 5 days. It was just really, it wasn't scary really, but it was just tough. You know how that can get.
Yeah,
We're all
what
cramped in.
happens at our house when there's a power outage?
Like no water, no.
Because we're on well,
Yeah.
we have no water, we have no flushing toilets, right?
Yep. We all
No
did.
refrigeration.
We were all like crammed in the basement. And
Wait, please. Go too.
Yes, Abby, you can be excused. It's not fun, right? Because when you have a power outage for 6 days with no water,
yeah.
nerves get a little frayed about
was-
day 3, don't they?
Yep.
That was in the middle of the summer too, and it was
in the
very,
middle-
very, very hot.
Yeah. I
It
don't know
was
which
very-
is worse, really, to have it happen in the winter
Winter
or
or
the
the
summer,
summer.
but
I'd say winter.
winter's worse. Well, that's because you're a cold weather weenie.
I'd
Jeez,
rather be warm.
that's the only reason for that.
Yeah, basically.
Do you kids know your backgrounds
Yep.
and how it is that you came to be adopted?
Yep. We've heard the stories.
Yeah.
So,
You have a pretty good grasp on things, don't you, David?
I'm not sure about my background.
Hannah,
What?
Yeah, you know your
you
background.
know your background to a T.
Oh.
You are with a foster family in
Flashback.
Korea.
Yeah.
Your adoption story is up. So you know your background pretty well. But
And actually, you could put your left pointer finger up again,
oh, there you go.
and then we'll point
Link
to
here.
your
Right, Hannah?
to your little adopting
Link.
story.
Link here to your adoption story.
Yeah, so
How about you, Bethany? Do you know the background of your story and how it is that you came to be adopted?
I lived in an orphanage in Thailand, and then I got adopted by a foster family.
Well, they were an adoptive family in the U.S. and so what about, like, do any of you know your biological families or those
Nope.
backgrounds? David?
Nope.
Nope, nobody here does, except for this guy. So there's that. These guys, they all know their stories. We have been very careful about telling all of you kids as many details as we've known, right?
yeah.
No
Because
secrets.
no secrets. It's your story, it's your history, it's your life. Right, guys?
Right.
Yeah.
And we're not 100% prepared to tell all the details just yet, but when you guys are ready and you want to share more, we can do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, Bethany?
Right.
All in good time. One from Alexis. Alexis she's stating that her favorite video was when Bo came to visit, and she wonders if we've thought about getting Bethany a dog. I guess, Bethany, because you were so good with Bo.
I might consider, but I just want to wait until I finish school.
Well, I don't know if she's talking about a guide dog in particular
Oh.
or just a family pet. And
What do
why
you think?
just Bethany? Would you guys like to get a dog at some point?
Yeah.
No.
I.
Okay,
They're too dirty.
Abby and Hannah are definite no's.
Well, I mean, Abby's gotten better. Hannah really hasn't, but
I would like to have a dog.
Yeah, dogs are too
Dogs
dirty.
are great. You know, the way we do things around here, I don't know if we'll end up just probably going to an adoption event one day and coming home with a puppy. I don't know. But I think we're missing having a dog in the family. And I think most of us would enjoy having a dog around again, right?
Yep.
Bethany?
Yeah.
Okay, here's a question. What is the weirdest thing that ever happened at school, work, or in public as a family?
Uh-oh.
So school. When Abby was, I don't know, she was probably in kindergarten,
Oh my gosh.
right?
Yeah.
I get a call from the principal.
Oh
And he's just being as serious as he can possibly be. Mrs. B, we have to talk.
Uh-oh.
He was being so straight-faced. Anyway, what happened is Abby was out on the playground.
Uh-oh.
And she took all the clothes off on the playground. And he was trying so hard to be serious and tell me because it was a big discipline moment, at school and all this. But he told me that, and the principal and I were just busted out laughing. It was that was a good one. That was a pretty weird situation. But in public, but I remember when the kids were little, people used to come up to us all the time. And, it was usually good. But we went to a Korean restaurant back then. But do you remember the waitresses that came up to us? And, it was probably a cultural thing. But they literally, got down on their knees. It was, I'm feeling pretty awkward even discussing this now, but it was just the strangest thing that ever happened because it was as if they were worshiping us. But I think it really was just a
respect and
cultural
honor
gesture of respect.
Yeah.
But we were kind of blown away by that, and neither of us knew quite how to handle it. And it just was a very sweet moment, but it was probably the weirdest thing that ever happened to us.
Yeah.
That was a good question, actually. Yeah, we have some weird stuff happen.
That was
to us.
pretty embarrassing.
And, every time we go out, somebody's asking us if we run a school for the blind, or what organization we're with, or that sort of thing. And I remember one time we had gone to it was like a shopping area, and we were trying really hard to engage this other family, and they had children, and every place we went, they were there, and we were trying so hard to just, talk to them. Hi, how are you doing? And, engage them in conversation. And they couldn't get away from us fast enough. They just kept looking at us like, what is wrong with you people? And backing away.
Like harumph.
Yeah, and turning their
Harumping.
backs and
Yeah.
and stomping up. That was a little bit weird, but mostly people are really nice. Do you guys have a favorite meal that Mom cooks?
Wings and rice for me.
What is it, David?
Wings, rice, and green beans.
That's so you're talking buffalo wings.
Yep.
Buffalo wings and rice.
Oh yeah.
And
Anything with rice, honestly.
yeah, you're a rice guy. How about you, Hannah?
Everything. I like that egg casserole.
That was
Oh,
good.
my
We made a
goodness.
breakfast casserole the other day that was really yummy.
With a side of grits and sausages and avocado toast. Holy storms!
Well, the avocado toast was a different meal, but all those things that you mentioned were really delicious.
Oh my storms!
It used to be spaghetti, but Mom doesn't like cooking the long noodles anymore because.
Only the short noodles, the rigatonis.
Well, it's a pain in the butt because I have to cut them
I
up
have
for
to
you
cut 'em
guys.
off.
Yeah, we do better with
And I don't like twisting the fork either.
shorter
Oof.
noodles. How about you, Bethany? What's your favorite meal?
I like barbecue chicken.
Obed over there, he'll eat just about anything.
He doesn't like pasta, so.
He doesn't like pasta. He's more of a
He's not a
meatloaf.
pasta guy.
He's
no.
more of a meatloaf or beef stew.
Meat and mashed potatoes.
Meat and potatoes. He
Potato.
loves,
He loves meat
meatloaf.
and potatoes.
He's,
Speaking of Abby, where's
yeah, she's
Oh.
taking a break. Abby will eat anything. She likes everything. Right? There's nothing that Abby won't eat. Right? Who's the pickiest eater in the family, Bethany?
Jesse.
Besides Jesse.
Dad.
Dad
Dad's
is the
the pickiest
pickiest
eater.
eater. Oh my goodness.
Oh my storms!
He is the
I am guilty.
pickiest.
I am very, very
Okay,
picky.
so Dad will be on a diet.
right,
Of course.
Okay, and he'll stick to the diet.
right.
And he does this low carb diet, and that's fine. But I'll make chicken or something, and no, I can't eat that. I said,
Uh-oh.
You can't eat the chicken. Why can't you eat the chicken?
What?
And of course, then he goes off the diet, and you never know when that's going to happen. And then he'll eat anything and everything in sight. I don't even try anymore. I cook the dinner, and if you want to eat it, you can eat it, and if not,
That's right.
Yeah, we have one rule in our house.
Take it or leave it.
What's the rule, guys?
Take it or leave it.
There you
That's
go.
right. And Mom
Take
is
it
not-
or
Mom
leave
is
it.
not a short order cook. She cooks
can't
what's
be.
being cooked, and she makes whatever she's going to make. And if I can eat it, I can eat it. If I can't eat it, I won't eat it.
Hannah,
Yes.
is there a way for blind people to learn music?
Ooh. That's an interesting one. Basically just audiating, which is like kind of sing along to what's on the radio, but or on any other device.
Well, that's how you learn how to learn music.
Yeah.
But is there a way for blind people to learn music?
Well, there's the usual Braille music notation.
Okay, but not very many people know that code.
Not many people use it either. Like, it's
I
really just inconvenient for a blind person to do that. So
I tried at my other schools.
Most
but-
blind people that I know I've talked to that are musicians and stuff say they learned it by ear anyway.
Which is what Hannah does.
Yep.
Yeah.
So audiation, huh, Hannah?
Yep, that's what we learned in choir.
Are you guys afraid of anything?
Yes.
Okay, Hannah?
Well, I'm afraid of super de-duper soft things like feathers.
Or cruise balls.
Yeah, those things.
Like really bona fide fear.
Yeah, and listening, like sense of hearing wise, ambulances and fire trucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hannah will literally not walk across my bedroom because there is a carpet on our floor that resembles a koosh ball.
It's too
True.
furry.
She will not walk in our bedroom. David, how about you? Do you have any fears?
My only real big fear is like falling, which makes sense.
Yeah, it kind of does. Like, you mean like falling into like a hole?
Yeah,
Or?
I mean that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, fire drills. Fire drills. I'm
Fire drills.
Yeah, I don't like those things.
Bethany,
I
any
don't-
fears for you?
I don't like Novocaine.
Ew. Oh, the extraction things.
Are you afraid of Novocaine though? Because you kind of take it like a champ.
Oh,
Or you've decided now that you know what it is that you just don't like it.
I decided I know what it is.
Now, I will say this, Bethany, of all the kids, I think you do have a little bit of dental anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have it pretty
But I'm
bad.
trying to like not.
You do great. This is an interesting question. T-Girl wants to know, how does Mom do it all? I don't know.
You just do what you gotta do.
Sometimes I
power through it.
honestly don't know how I do. Sometimes I'll just look around and say, whoa, how did I do that today? But, I guess the short answer is most days I don't. I do what I can, and,
Yeah, that's all you can do.
I work best under pressure. I'm better at building and creating than I am at maintaining, if you really want to know the truth. I divide and conquer, we set alarms, we have times when buses come, people got to get up, got to get going. I
And
struggle.
you get up early.
I get up extremely early. And I struggle with dinner. I struggle with coming up with ideas. That's my biggest problem. And then having enough energy left at dinner time to actually cook dinner. So if I don't have it in the, crock pot or oven or whatever, by the time the school buses roll, you can probably forget about it. And then what do we do on nights like that, guys?
Chef Wendy's, a pizza.
We're
soups.
Rambo.
Rambo.
Right?
Yeah.
Leftovers,
Sandwiches.
sandwiches.
And like soups.
I think everybody, has their threshold of tolerance and what they're able to do. And we always will look at someone else's life or situation and say, oh, I don't know how they do it. And, but it's not your assignment, or it's not, I'm assigned to my life and you all are assigned to your lives. And a lot of you, I don't know how you do it either. It's just grace and one day at a time, I guess.
We love Mom anyway.
You love me anyway, Hannah?
Yeah.
Thanks, I appreciate that. So we get her done, don't we?
Yeah.
Most of the time. We don't. We get it all done eventually.
Yeah.
So David,
Uh-oh.
how do you play video games?
So I've not actually played any like mainstream video games like Mortal Kombat or anything like that, as much as I'd love to, but I don't have a good enough computer for that. I'm mostly a PC kind of person. I've never really been into consoles, so this is just me nerding out here. So for anybody else, just tune me out for a second. But I play audio games, so all of it's based on the positions of sounds and things like that, audio cues. But I know blind people who are able to play video games and Killer Instinct and things like that. Like the mainstream fighting games are actually not hard to play because they do have sounds for the different kinds of things that you do. So, but then there's dealing with like Steam and all that. It's just annoying. But yeah, I play a lot of either like web-based games where you click links, or MUDs, which is kind of an old concept. But yeah, I do love soundtracks though. So all the soundtracks are really cool. Movie soundtracks, video game soundtracks, I'm all into that.
Tori wants to know. She wants to know, what is your favorite of your remaining senses? Is it hearing, taste, touch, or smell?
I'd say hearing.
I say both.
Which?
Touching and smelling.
I say tasting.
Everyone kind of gave me the answer that I would have expected. I think we're done. Hey, Abby, what you doing, baby?
Spin.
You're spinning? What are you spinning on? Let me see. Were you spinning?
Why?
Abby got up out of the middle of our Q&A. I guess she got bored with us. And Abby, where did you go?
Oh.
You went downstairs, right? Did you go downstairs?
No.
Well, yeah, you did.
Yes.
We found you downstairs watching TV. You got bored with us and left our Q&A, didn't you? I don't blame you. But we had fun. You guys had some great questions.
I guess we thank you for all of your questions, and we look forward to doing this again sometime soon. And in the meantime, if you haven't subscribed to us, we found 60% of our people who watch our videos are not subscribers. So please subscribe. If
It would
you
help
like
us a
to.
lot.
It would
to
help us a
grow.
lot.
Yeah.
And like and comment. We do try to respond to comments as long as we can. And we are hoping to continue to do that as long as we can. But we enjoy you participating and participating with us in our comments and being part of our family. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
What do you say? Bye.
Bye, everybody. Oh, bye. Thank you.
Bye. See ya.
Yes.
Bye.
See ya.
Bethany.
Bye, see ya.
Bye. See ya.